Okay guys, so you asked, I deliver. Today's topic is vertex painting here in Maya with Redshift and Quixel Megascan textures. Here I have a really simple scene setup. It's just a plain poly resolution, boost it up a bit for the Redshift displacement map and to have more weight vertices to paint on. Yeah, just a camera, HDR, and a light just for the reflections to boost it a bit. And yeah, okay, so the magic part would come in a few seconds. Just first show you the shader graph. It's not that complex. So I have here my concrete tile textures. It's a regular shader that comes from the Quixel bridge. Here is the second shader for the dirt on it. And here I have the two displacement maps from these two shaders. They're all fed in a Blender node, here in the displacement Blender node and here in the material Blender node. Here's something special. I have a Lambert material applied through the surface shader input here to visualize the vertex color in the viewport. The regular Blender node from Redshift goes here into the Redshift tab, surface shader, and you will be fine. So here I have the Ares user data color node, so you can search it here, user and Redshift user color. Here it's very important to add the name exactly, the exact spelling of your paint set. I will show you that in a few seconds. And pipe it to the blend inputs. Here the regular out goes to the blend color 1 and the red output goes to displacement weight here in the displacement blender node. With this hooked up, we can start here with painting. First, select the plane. With right click, you can go to color sets, color set editor, make a new color set, call it vertex color or whatever you want to call it. Next, you can go with right click, paint, mesh, vertex color, or over the mesh display, vertex color tool, you can open it direct or just double click here on the side icon. Here you can flute the mesh with black or with white, depends on what you want to paint. So I will add the dirt on. So first I will mask it out with black, flute. Here on the input for the file browser, I go to a custom alpha brush. I have here a texture pack that I made. I uploaded it on Gumroad, so I will add the download link in the description. It's cheap, not really expensive, and you get some 50 high resolution 8K grunge maps you can use for Mari or Substance Painter or here in Maya for this purpose here. Let's grab this one here, open, and it will load it in, and it's loaded. With B pressed and middle mouse you can change the radius from the brush, go to white and paint where you will have the vertex color painted. Or yeah, so you paint the mask, white is visible, black is not visible, and yeah, happy paint. Let's go into the camera to see what we are doing here. Fire up the IPR. Yeah, let's do it a bit smaller. And here is our dirt visible. So let's say we want more dirt here in this area or in this area. This as well. Let's make it a bit smaller. So we don't want this regular shape here. Go for black. Decrease the visibility here. Here as well, or wherever. Let's load it here into the IPR. Let's wait a second. So you can also disable the displacement, it will load a bit faster. And yeah, so here you can see the niceness of the blended displacement maps. Here's the transition from the displacement tile nodes or the displacement concrete tiles and the displacement from the dirt we add on top of it. So we can add a bit more. Let's add here, view, here. We can also go into the camera. I want here more. Let's push it really hard, so full visible. Now we can see it here. And here we are. So this is very useful because we don't need to leave the program to paint some textures. Sure, you paint the base textures in Mari or Substance Painter or Quixel Mixer and apply it here into the render engine and shaders, but sometimes you need some extra details on specific areas in the corner of a house or under the plants, and it's way cooler to paint it here directly in your application. Otherwise you have to leave again the program, go to Mari or Substance Painter, paint it there, import it back, and oh, it's not fitting perfectly, go back, paint it again, and import it again. And yeah, so that's cool about Vertex color painting. You can do that as well in Cinema 4D or Blender. I think on every 3D tool. It's a very basic thing, very powerful. In other applications you can drive a lot more with Vertex colors, I think in Maya as well, but yeah. So play around with that. I hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know it. I'm happy to help. We are all here to help each other, to learn from each other. And yeah, so happy painting. Bye bye.